upon a time, there was a king and queen who wanted to have a child.
If only we have a child.
But they never had one. One day, the queen was bathing. A frog leaped out of the water onto the lake and said to the queen,
Your wish shall be fulfilled before a year has gone by. You shall have a daughter.
What the frog had said came true, and the queen had a little girl who was very pretty.
I am so happy with my precious daughter. I want to give a great gift.
The king invited not only his family and friends, but also their daughters' very grandmothers in his kingdom. He only had 5 broken plates for them to eat out. So, one of them was not invited. The feast was filled with splendor, and the fairy grandmother presented their magic gifts to the baby. One gave virtue, another beauty, the third riches. And so with everything in the world that one could wish for. Suddenly, the 6th fairy grandmother came into the palace with anger.
The king's daughter showed the 50th birthday with herself a spindle and fall down dead. Ha ha ha!
And without saying another word, she turned around and left the room. They were all shocked. But the 5th fairy godmother, whose good wish still remained unspoken, came forward, since she could not undo the evil spell, but only softened. She said,
My queen, it shall not be dead, but deep sleep for 100 years, into which the princess shall fall.
Listen to me, all of you. I order you burn every spindle in the whole kingdom. Nothing will happen to my little daughter.
As years passed by, the gifts of the fairy godmothers were completely fulfilled on the young girl. She was so beautiful, modest, good-natured, and wise that everyone who saw her loved her. One day, when she was 15 years old, the king and queen were not at home, and the girl was left in the palace alone. She visited every place of the palace, looked into rooms and bedrooms, and at last she came to an old tower.
I have never been into that tower. I will go out and see what's up there.
She climbed on the narrow, winding staircase and reached a little door.
I found the light inside that room. I will take a look.
A rusty key was in the lock. When she turned it, the door sprang open, and there in a little room sat an old woman with a spindle, busily spinning her flax.
Who's that, old woman? What are you doing?
Oh, come on, little girl. I am spinning.
What sort of game is that? Let's little round so merrily. I want to spin too.
Come here, child. Don't be afraid.
As soon as she touched the spindle, the magic spell was fulfilled, and she pricked her finger with it. She fell down on the bed and went to a deep sleep. This sleep extended the whole palace, including the king and queen. After many years, a prince from another country heard an old man talking about a castle.
Tell me, old man, is it true that a beautiful princess has been asleep for 100 years in that castle?
It is true, Your Majesty. Nobody can enter the castle. Many king's sons have died trying to get inside.
But how can that be?
There's a scary dragon that keeps them from entering.
And do you know the name of the princess?
Her name is Briar Rose. The king and queen and the fourth court are also asleep.
I'm not afraid of the dragon. I will go and see the beautiful brown rose.
I warn you not to go. It is dangerous and probably you will not return alive.
You will see, old man. I will come back, and the brown rose will come back with me.
When the king's son came near He fought with it and killed it. After that, he entered the castle and found large and beautiful flowers everywhere.
The ornament was spread, everybody is sleeping, even the horses, the pages, the cook, and the maid. Who could be so able to do this?
When the prince entered the great hall, he saw the king and queen.
I must keep looking for the princess. Oh, I see a small door over there. Maybe she's there.
He opened the door into the little room where Briar Rose was sleeping.
Oh, she's as beautiful as everybody said. I happen to kiss her.
As soon as he kissed her, Briar Rose opened her eyes and awoke and looked at him quite sweetly.
Oh, what happened to me? I can't hardly remember. Who are you?
I am Prince from a faraway country. I'm so happy that you woke up from a long sleep.
That means I remember now. If I was talking to an old woman, then I cut my finger with a spindle.
You must forget about all of that. Now you are fine and safe.
Then the king and queen awoke, and the whole court. They looked at each other in great astonishment. And everybody in the castle woke up, including the horses and pigeons, the cook and the maid.
Oh, sweet princess, I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes, I love to.
And soon the marriage of the prince and Briar Rose was celebrated with great splendor, and they lived happily to the end of their days.